This was the motion for the permanent injunction. What happened is we initially filed papers for a temporary restraining order, which were granted by the court. In other words, the court said pending this hearing, it was going to restrain Mr. Payne in several regards as listed in the order, from making any type of contact, doing anything else, and actually turning in weapons. And then the court set this for a hearing today, which is a preliminary injunction. For the preliminary injunction, the burden of proof that we've got to establish is clear and convincing proof. And the court, even though at the end it explained that it felt that Mr. Payne's conduct was inappropriate, improper, and in fact the court even dismissed this without prejudice, meaning, and invited us to come back if there is any such similar type of conduct of Mr. Payne. But the court did not grant us the preliminary injunction. Now,
I am scared for my safety. That's why we were granted a temporary restraining order.
So today's action by the court, I imagine, doesn't do anything to alleviate any of that fear.
You know, we're going to continue to do what I need to do to keep my family safe. I've got commitments by the superintendent to make sure we have security at the meetings. You know, I just hope that, again, from the court, the judge's comments, she admonished, you know, Mr. Payne pretty heavily that his behavior was inappropriate and out of line. And, you know, I hope that we can go on forward and be civil. You know, that's what things should be about. We should be able to disagree, have very vigorous debates, but at the end of the day, we shouldn't be threatening violence towards people.
I'm hoping that any group that is opposed to the board or whatever else, they voice their opinions, but they're respectful. In other words, it's fine to disagree, it's fine to want to recall someone, but hopefully there won't be anybody engaged in a whole bunch of name calling and threats of physical violence. Hopefully that will stop. With an injunction being granted here, I know it would have stopped, but even with what the judge has said, hopefully that will be enough, and that Mr. Payne will take that to heart.